Hello, Action fans. Let's talk about what happened on Friday Night SmackDown from March 13th, 2026. The show opened up with Drew McIntyre coming out. Wants this rematch against Cody Rhodes for losing the title last week. Nick Aldis comes out, basically tells he ain't getting a rematch. Jacob Fatu comes out, happy that he cost McIntyre the match last week. Wants to face him one-on-one tonight. And McIntyre says he quits and storms out of the arena for the fans. Open the match, Solo Sikoa, Tala Tonga with the rest of the members of Bloodline for ringside took on Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan with the other members of Y6 ringside. Before the match, backstage as Bloodline Free is ready to go for the curtain. Solo tells Tama Tonga, your job tonight is to hold the lantern. And then Nakamura walked up. I don't know what he was saying because he was speaking Japanese. And I like this because we don't know what he's saying to Tama Tonga. But I think you're seeing that it's time to get to him. And then Solo Sikoa walked up, told Nakamura, back off. He's part of my family. Get it? And then they head to the ring. So there's rumors going on that Tama Tonga's going to go to Raw. And Nakamura as well. And help Finn Balor against Judgment Day. I'll be down for that. Because that'd be like the Bullet Club. First time ever on WWE. Match starts. Eric Rowan and Tama Tonga kept running against each other. Trying to knock the other one down. Finally, Tonga knocked Eric Rowan down with running shoulder tackle. Outside the ring, they both ran and collided at each other, knocked each other down. Solo delivered, I don't know how many headbutts to Uncle Howdy in the corner. Uncle Howdy got up, flipped him into the corner, stomped him dry in the corner, Stone Cold Steve Austin style, I like that. Then Solo Sikoa just destroyed Uncle Howdy. Running Samoan Spike, running butt by in the corner. Samoan dropped him. Finally, Eric Rowan tags in, cleans house, running cross body to a Tala Tonga, not a running spin elbow. The announcer said that was a running cross body. So maybe this guy that's on the announcer on SmackDown is getting trained by Michael Cole. If that's the case, he's going to mess up on moves. I love how Wade Barrett corrected that move. That was cool. He's like, that was a running cross body. That was hilarious when he said that on the mic. Everybody ends up fighting outside the ring. Solo gets Uncle Howdy back in the ring. Suddenly, Nikki Cross has got a hold of the lantern. But instead of her running backstage with it, she just walks around ringside with the lantern like this, distracts Solo. Uncle Howdy spins him around. Sister Abigail, the Wyatt Six, get the win. Then after the match, Tama Tonga gets the lantern away from Uncle Howdy. So, Bloodline Free still got the lantern back in the possession. I still say it's going to lead to a match at WrestleMania to end this feud, I think. And hopefully the Y6 win the feud. Tiffany Stratton took on Kaden James one-on-one with Julia in a corner. Fast match. Kaden James did an awesome code breaker as Tiffany Stratton was between the ropes. That was cool. Then Chelsea Green Alba Fire showed up. Tiffany big booted Julia off the apron. She landed onto those two. Kaden James turned around. Alabama Slam. Prettiest moonsault ever. Tiffany win right quick. Damian Priest and R-Truth had a segment backstage with the LWO Hill team. And the match was made. Great match these two teams put on. I loved it. R-Truth was on fire. Just cleaning house until Angel Garza, Truth was running to the ropes. Pulled the ropes open. Truth took a nasty fall to the outside. And that allowed the Hill LWO to take over. Double team leapfrog splash to the corner on Truth. They did that double team running knee smash enziguri kick on the edge of the apron to R-Truth. They hit stereo moonsaults off the top rope to the floor, knocking down Truth and Damian Priest. There's just a random jersey laying on the floor. That was hilarious. Don't even know where that came from. And later on the show, that guy, I'm not going to say his name, came out with fruit t-shirts around. That's where it came from. But it's hilarious seeing that jersey on the floor. Not knowing where it came from. After later on the show, they show what happened and why he was there. Because it was a free jerseys they're giving out. The free t-shirts and that for that guy's logo on it. Damian Priest, wow. Spin kick fury. I don't know how many spin kicks he delivered to both Alberto and Garza, but he was cleaning house. Then him and R-Truth did the stereo finishers at the same time to pick up the win. I love how they do that to get the win for the matches. That's cool. Camaro Hayes was supposed to defend his United States Championship at Open Challenge, but that match was canceled because of the contract signed between Orton and Cody Rhodes, apparently. So that match never happened. Nia Jax, Last Legend, defended the Women's Tag Team Championships against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Battle Rank, Nia and Last Legend just attacked them, beat them up in the corner. Then Alexa and Charlotte fought back with like boots to the face, drop kicks, kick strikes. Nia Jax twerked. I love that. Last Legend hit an awesome running pump kick to Charlotte Flair outside. Then she was supposed to be punching Alexa Bliss in the corner, but she wasn't even touching her at all. That was sad to see that. Charlotte Flair had a top rope crossbody onto Nia Jax. Ran big boot like Last Legend ran big boot Nia Jax to the outside. Natural selection on Last Legend. Started doing those slow chops to Last Legend. I hate those chops. Nia Jax ended Charlotte's Fury with a toss-up Samoan drop. Then Last Legend and Nia Jax delivered a double-team Samoan drop. Jump-up splash on Alexa Bliss. That was cool to see. Charlotte hit natural selection on Nia. Alexa hit an awesome jump-up spike DDT on Last Legend. And then outside the ring, they're fighting. The Balor twins showed up to get a close-up of the match. And every time somebody else shows up outside to start watching the match, they get hit. Sure enough, they get knocked down by Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair fighting. And then Charlotte Flair, Alexa was getting ready to win the titles. Nikki Bella attacked Nia Jax. So the champs retained the belts by disqualification. And then Nia Jax, Last Legend just cleaned house. Destroyed everybody. And then they did an awesome, bear hug. Top rope leg drop on Nikki Bella. Just flattened her big time. Nia Jax coming off that top rope leg drop. That's impressive. Then backstage later on, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss confounded the Balor twins for costing them the match. And the Balors informed them the next week they got a match against Last Legend and Nia Jax the titles. This is going to lead to WrestleMania. They've done this before where it's a 4-way tag team, which I think is going to be Nia, Last Legend, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, the Balor twins, Bayley, and Valkyria. But 1 year WrestleMania they did that, fatal 4-way tag team. Other year WrestleMania, night 1, it was like a tag team turmoil. Then night 2, the winners fought the champions. So I'm kind of curious if they're going to do that, or just have a fatal 4-way, or have one night tag team turmoil. Next night, the winners face the champions. Let me know below in the comments, which way do you see that happen at WrestleMania with these 4 women tag teams. Don't want to, just in case I didn't, a lot of matches happen, bear with me. Don't want to skip any. Oh yes, Jay Garjo. For a month now, Miriam Diva is backstage saying that if they had a match against her, they would beat her. So Jay said, you know what, I'll fight one of you tonight. It was Miriam. She can talk the talk, but she can't walk the walk, folks. She got destroyed by Jade. The only offense Miriam got in was 8 defeat, a jump up tornado DDT, and that was about it. Jade, during the match, amazing. She caught Miriam come off the apron to the floor. Fallaway slammed her. That was awesome. Smashed her on the announce table, which didn't break. Got in the ring. Choke slammed her. And then tossed out of the ring. Powerbombed her on the barricade. Got her back in the ring. Choke slam. Full Nelson into a Phoenix Buster for the 1-2-3. So Miriam, you didn't do nothing, gal. You just got destroyed. Then Jay got on the mic saying this is what's going to happen to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania at 42 in Vegas. She's going to get jaded. Rhea Ripley came out ready to fight. Jay just scurried away. Cannot wait to see those two women go at it. It's going to be a good match. Now later on in the show, backstage, two things interesting to happen. Me and D-Fab talking, and and them see Rhea Ripley walk up. Rhea Ripley is like, hey, man, you did good, but, you lost. Miriam's like, I don't want none of your sympathy. I had Jay beat it. Like, I don't know where she thinks she had to beat it. I think she was knocked silly during that match, because where does she even think she was even close to winning that match? And they walked away, and then later on in the night, as the Mo same machine guns arguing still, because Alex Shelley was shown a game with Candice and Gargano, who's still laying over the storage equipment case, trying to get Johnny motivated again. And as Candice and Gargano left off the camera, Saban walks up and tells Shelley that I saw the replay. Yes, Faxion cheated, knocked my foot off the ropes. Referee never saw it. Shelley, see, I told you. So Saban said, I was talking to Nick, but I got a match May next week, us versus the Frexium. And then he asked Shelley, prove to me you still want to be a tag team, the Most Same Machine Guns, and don't worry about Gargano and your past friendship with him outside WWE. And as they walked away, you can see D-Fab talking to Jade way off in the distance. Was that supposed to be seen? Was that a mistake? Because D-Fab's feuding with Jade, so why was she talking to her, right? Main event set up for backstage. Chick Williams because Jacob fought too. Very good match. I love this. Jacob fought two headbutts. I don't know how many in the corner. Trick Williams danced back with chops in the corner. Clothesline. JBL star off the floor. Smash Jacob fought two's face off the announce table. That is Anger fought two. Fought two just super kick Trick, and he just bounced off that super kick. Got him in the ring. Had an amazing flip over swanton bomb off the top rope. Almost won it. Had another top rope swanton bomb. Almost won in the game. Trick Williams hit the hard sidekick, almost won the match. Went for trick shot. Jacob fought two, counted that with a toss-up Samoan drop. Then, outside they were fighting, and Jacob fought two sent Trick Williams in the ring. McIntyre shows up. He never quit. He just said he did. Attacked Jacob fought two outside, tossed him in the ring. Trick Williams won the match with trick shot. That's huge for Trick Williams, folks, to beat somebody like Jacob fought two. After the match, McIntyre got in the ring, Claymore, Jacob fought two. So Nick Aldis announces, hey, welcome back. That was hilarious how he said that. Next week, McIntyre, Jacob fought two. So segments happened. We had Aleister Black backstage with Selena Vega. They approached Sami Zayn after he had a heated segment with Cody Rhodes again, and he started tossing stuff around. And Aleister Black said, wonder where this is leading. And Sami's like, look, don't push me. Don't get me started. I don't want none of this. And he told Aleister Black, Selena Vega, just back off. And he stormed away. Curious where that's going to go there. Because they're slowly building Sami to a heel turn. But then he's going to feud with Aleister Black, it seems. So I'm kind of curious what to do with Sami. Let me know below in the comments, folks. Do you think Sami's going to turn heel? Or is he going to stay face and just feud with Aleister Black? Miz TV happened. Jerry Rowe wants a match at WrestleMania. I'm down for that. Because that match him and Orton had at SummerSlam was awesome. I forget who I think it was The Miz and McIntyre. It could be wrong. Or it could have been somebody else they had a tag match with. Anyways, he wants a match. And The Miz like, you don't want to fight me at WrestleMania. Jerry Rowe's like, I'll fight you. And then Kit Wilson interrupted and called Jerry Rowe toxic. And Jerry Rowe got shoved. He went to deck Kit Wilson who ducked. And he just smoked The Miz and laid him out. With left hand, that was awesome. And then next week, Kit Wilson's going to call out Jerry Rowe. So I'm kind of curious if it's going to be Kit Wilson and The Miz versus Jerry Rowe and the guy. I'm not going to say his name. If that's the case, that's going to be a terrible match. I'd rather just see The Miz versus Jerry Rowe or Jerry Rowe versus Kit Wilson. Not a tag match. That'd be a singles match with Jerry Rowe. That'd be cool to see. Contract signing between Orton and Cody Rhodes to end the show. At first, I was like, why do they need a contract sign? The match that I made official. But I kind of like this one. Cody brought up Orton's, like, hey, off camera, we're great friends. You've been a mentor to me when I first started in this company. When I first started in 2007, you were my first appointment. I beat you. Orton didn't like that. And I'm surprised they didn't bring up Legacy. Because they had a match at WrestleMania where it was Cody, Orton, and Teddy DiBiase Jr. in a triple threat. I'm surprised they didn't bring that stable up during this segment. And Cody said he cannot wait to fight his friend at WrestleMania. And Orton told him, like, look, I need to win this title. I basically watched. He's a fossil, right? He's finally admits that he's getting up there in the years, and he wants one more title run. Heel turn for Randy Orton. I loved it. At first, Cody Orton I didn't care about, but now that Orton's a heel, I'm down for this. I don't like Randy Orton, but if he's gonna have one more title run, beating Cody at WrestleMania makes sense. He low blow Cody, smash his face off the steel steps, smash his face with the steel steps, busted Cody wide open. He was bleeding big time. Got Cody's face like between the steps, steel chair shot. Everybody ran out. Gyro jumped over the barricade because he's best friends with Orton. Orton shoved him away. Then he kind of felt bad for doing that. Because he didn't know who it was. Jerry Rowe approached him when Orton turned around to shove him. He didn't know who was attacking him, right? And then Orton, you could see kind of like, oops, my bad. Then he left and got in the ring, and the show ended with him sitting on the chair, the title draped around his waist. That was awesome how they ended the show, showing that. And Cody's being tended to on top of the announce table, bleeding big time. And Jerry Rowe is like conflicted. He's outside checking on Cody, but he's still looking at Randy Orton, kind of like giving him a thumbs up there, right? Like he's kind of conflicted who he's going to join, be with. There you have it, folks. Next week, we got Nia Jax, Lost Legend, defending the tag team titles against the Balor Twins. We got the Motor City Machine Guns versus Faction. We got Jerry Rowe getting called out by Kit Wilson and for a match at WrestleMania. And we also got Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. There we have, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.